Hello friends, now we will start inverse trigo function, also known as inverse circular function. We encounter this term when firstly we see sometime we see sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. Then the concept of inverse starts. What we write? Theta is equal to sine inverse 1 by 2. That you firstly encounter. It can be root 3 by 2, it can be 1, anything. At that moment, the concept of inverse is introduced to you. What is the actual meaning of inverse? See, at what value of angle theta, sine is coming out to be 1 by 2. So, in normal course, you write it sine 30 degree, pi by 6 or 30 degree, and you just cancel sine and theta is pi by 6. So, the actual meaning of this is the angle at which the sine is giving the value 1 by 2. That is the basic understanding of the inverse circular function. Now we will just develop what is inverse circular function, what is the domain and range. See, we can just write sine inverse x. Okay, do you know what's the domain and range of the function? You know, domain means the values of x for which the thing is defined. And for inverse circular function or inverse function, you must remember that function should be 1, 1 and onto function. 1, 1 function, that means for different values of f, different values of y coming out to be. So see here, x can be between -1 to 1 and the corresponding angle can be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So what is the range of this function? The output of this function, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. What is the importance of that? That you should notice. Suppose we are getting y is equal to sine inverse sine theta. The value is, obviously you can say theta. Only when theta is between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. The first concept we are developing here. We will be developing so many concepts. The first concept is this. Okay. Suppose y is equal to sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3 is there. What is the answer? Tell me. Is it 2 pi by 3? No, it cannot be. It should be between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Minus 90 to plus 90. It is not. It is 120 degree. So, we have to bring this theta in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So, we can just write sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3, I can write pi minus pi by 3. Is it? This is 3 pi minus pi, 2 pi by 3. Now, this is sine inverse sine pi by 3. Why? We know sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. Now, we can say sine inverse and sine will get cancelled and answer is pi by 3. So, be careful. In the case of sine, it will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. In the case of cos, y is equal to cos inverse x. Its range is 0 to pi. Just remember. And third thing, tan inverse x. This should be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So, for dealing sine inverse sine theta, cos inverse cos theta, tan inverse tan theta, likewise, you just remember the value should be in that interval. Now we will see conversion of any inverse trigo ratio to another one. Suppose sine inverse 4 by 5 is there. We need to convert it in the terms of tan. Basic triangle I am giving you. Just write a triangle here. You know, this is perpendicular. Write 4 here. This is hypotenuse. This is 5 here. And this is coming out to be 3 very easily. So, you can convert this trigonometrical ratio in any other trigonometrical inverse ratio. Suppose I need to write this is equal to cos inverse something. So that will be 3 by 5. From this triangle we can easily convert according to our need, that we will see in the practical problems. We need to convert in the forms of tan inverse. So what is that? 4 by 3. So the conversion is very much clear to you. Now we will just see the formula. The formulas which are used in the inverse trigo. Very easy to derive the formula. If you just remember the basic trigonometrical formula. Suppose I am writing here sine inverse x plus sine inverse y. I need to write the formula for that. What is the formula? I am just telling you the easiest way to remember that. One formula I will derive, otherwise you just learn it. Okay. How to derive it? The basic meaning of this is, if I take sine inverse x as alpha, the meaning of this is that x is equal to sine alpha. Okay. And if I take sine inverse y as beta, so y will be sine beta. Very easy. Basic meaning. The inverse basic meaning is this thing. You remember, wherever needed you apply this. Now I need to find the formula for this. What is this? This is alpha. This is beta. So I need to find the value of alpha plus beta only for this formula. I have to get some moment. So I will start with something. I will just write sine here. Later on I will replace sine and bring it to that side, and I will just get the value of alpha plus beta that I want. So sine alpha plus beta, you remember the basic formula, you know it. This is sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. So what it is coming out to be? Sine alpha, you know, this is x. Cos beta, sine beta is given y. So what is cos beta? Cos beta will be under root 1 minus sine square beta. So 1 minus y square. Same way cos alpha under root 1 minus x square, and this is y. Sine beta is y. I need to find the value of alpha plus beta. So alpha plus beta, what is that? That is actually sine inverse x plus sine inverse y is, I am taking this sine to that side, so it will become sine inverse. So this is sine inverse x under root 1 minus y square plus y under root 1 minus x square. Very easy to remember. So what is the formula for sine inverse x plus sine inverse y? Is sine inverse x plus sine inverse x into under root 1 minus y square plus y into under root 1 minus x square. Suppose I need to find the formula for sine inverse x minus sine inverse y. The formula will be in the same pattern. X under root 1 minus y square minus y under root 1 minus x square. This pattern you follow, you can develop any formula. Suppose I need to find the formula for cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. That is, just remember the formula of cos A plus B. What is that? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. If you remember in this way, you can easily memorize the formula. So the formula is cos inverse, and that is x y, that means cos A into cos B, minus under root 1 minus x square under root 1 minus y square. So if I need to find cos inverse x minus cos inverse y, that will be cos inverse xy plus under root 1 minus x square into under root 1 minus y square. Standard formula for tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, I am writing here tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. This is standard formula. The meaning of standard formula is that x and y both are positive and x into y is less than 1. Why we are just calling this standard formula, and there will be a different formula if that conditions is not met, is that anyhow the value of tan inverse something should be between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. to bring in that format, sometime we just write the formula pi plus that thing, sometime we write minus pi plus that thing. You just remember the standard formula that is to be used in your examination point of view. So tan inverse x minus tan inverse y will be tan inverse x minus y by 1 plus xy. Another thing you remember, 2 tan inverse x. Suppose you need to find the formula for that. The basic thing, if you remember, I did it. You just take this thing as alpha. So if you take tan inverse x is equal to alpha, you got x is equal to tan alpha. So you need to find the value of 2 alpha here. If you just proceed, you need to write something. So tan 2 theta is 2 tan theta 2 tan alpha by 1 plus, it's 1 minus tan square alpha. So this can be 2x by 1 minus x square. So 2 alpha, that is 2 tan inverse x, will be tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. Easily you can just write the formula of 2 tan inverse. If you need to write in the terms of sine or cos, same way you can derive, and it will come out sine inverse 2x by 1 plus x square. If you need to write in the terms of cos, cos inverse 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. That is the actual conversion of formula. It is the basic application of such type of formula. I am just going to do. Just see the application of the formulas we have learned so far. It is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to cos inverse something we need to prove. We will start here. So what is that? Tan inverse 1 by 4 plus 2 by 9 divided by 1 minus 1 by 4 into 2 by 9. So it is coming out to be tan inverse, if you just take the LCM, 36, that is 9 plus 8 divided by 36, and here if you just write 36 here, this is 36 minus 2. So what that is coming out to be, that is tan inverse 1 by 2. 36 cancelled out, this is 17 and this is 34. Now you need to convert this tan inverse in the terms of cos. What you will do, I just said you in the very beginning, you just draw the triangle. This is 1, this is 2. So this will come out to be root under 5. If you need to convert it in the terms of cos, that will be base by hypotenuse. So 2 by root under 5. So easily you can just apply the formula and your problems will be simplified. Further, you need to remember the formula sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So wherever needed, you can just take sine inverse x as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x, or cos inverse x as pi by 2 minus sine inverse x, and tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So you have to just apply the formula carefully, and inverse circular function is very easy. In a nutshell, I am just saying you just try to find the principal value. That means if sine inverse sine theta is there, bring theta between minus pi by 2, same thing you take care in the terms of cos, in the terms of tan. Further, you can convert any inverse ratio to another inverse ratio with the help of the triangle law. Further, you need to remember the formula using the basic trigonometrical formula you already learned, sine inverse x plus sine inverse y. If you are not remembering, you just take sine inverse x as alpha, sine inverse y as beta, and then proceed. You can derive it easily. And now finally, if you need to apply this formula, wherever some sine inverse x is there plus something tan inverse x is there, you convert that tan either in the terms of sine, or you convert that sine in the terms of tan. Similar things. That means it should be tan inverse something plus tan inverse something, or sin inverse something plus sin inverse something. Apply the formula, your problem will be solved out. Hope you are understanding. Thank you. Bye bye.